Hey y'all, it's Kiara Nay and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving y'all, a little life update kind of video. This is going to be my post-grad life update, and I'm just going to be talking about, life after college, what I've been getting into, becoming a full adult, like a full adult, like no more parents adult, like Lord. Woo! It's been a lot. So I just wanted to, let y'all in on what's been going on, and also give you guys tips on moving out your parents' place, not going back, moving out. Like, I'm living alone. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Like, really. But that's what I'm going to be giving you tips on, what I've learned through my process and everything like that. So I made notes. These are going to be quality information. So first we're gonna talk about adulting in general. There's plenty of things that I've learned over this transition that I wasn't really prepared for, because before, when you're in college and you're living in your apartment, that ain't nothing. Like, my parents were still paying for everything. Look, I probably paid for gas and groceries and, my stuff. That's what my job was for. But the roof over my head, that was my parents. Thank God for them. And, really thank God for them. So, now, this place, this humble abode that I'm living in, by the way, y'all, I'm in the film room. There will be a video on my film room because I love my film room. And if y'all want to know how I film and everything, y'all gonna get tips on that. But that's besides the point. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that way you're aware when that video does come out, because it will be coming soon, I promise. If not before this video, it will be out. But yeah, this humble abode that I am in currently is 100% mine. Nobody else's name is on my apartment. It's just me. Like, nobody else is paying any bills but me. Lord. Like, I just got tingles just thinking about it. But one thing that I did need to do before I was just like, oh, I'm upping and moving out of my parents' house, I needed to find a job. And that was really what I spent most of my senior year doing in college, was looking for a job, going on interviews, talking to companies, sending out applications. Thank God for the career fair. Thank God for the career fair. Both of them. I went to the fall and the spring, and I was doing stuff online on my own. So, and it was a middle of the pandemic. Like, the pandemic really just took over, ruined my plans. I was planning to, I'm about to be out. I'm about to be on a different side of the world. That was my plan. Different side of the country. Like, I was just like, I just need a new scenery. I need something different. But it was a very humbling experience, and it made me realize that I wanted to be close to home. If anything happened, I needed to be driving distance from my parents. Especially, like, just right now. For right now, I felt like it slowed me down to the point where it was just like, all right, Key, you don't want to be alone in this cold world. That's really how I felt. I did not want to be alone in this cold world. So, what I did was, I was like, you know what? Not moving 12 hours away, because I was trying to move 12 hours away. I decided to move, 4 to 5, like, the max was going to be 5 hours, 6. The max was going to be 6 hours. That was going to be the max. So I found a destination, like, okay, what areas am I willing to move to? What places do I want to move to? Where the jobs at? Where the jobs at, okay? Where the jobs at? Where am I gonna make money? Good money. But I will talk about careers in another video. That's not what we're talking about. I got a job though. I got a job with an amazing company in a town that fit my time restraints. So that was good. And then once I figured out how much I was going to be making, then it was like, all right, I'm moving, you know, from a different place where I grew up at, which was, obviously, if you don't know, Charlotte, North Carolina is where I'm from. So I was like, all right, so I need to go visit this place. I need to make sure it's safe. I need to make sure that I can find an apartment and things like that. So y'all saw my apartment hunting vlog. If you haven't already, go check that out. And I was just testing out apartments. I knew for myself what I wanted, and I was like, okay, I was just like, originally my plans going in, I was just like, I just want a small place because I don't have a lot of stuff. And well, not that I didn't have a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. But I was just like, I don't want no big place and I'm just living there by myself. And what if somebody, like, I was just like thinking, like, what if somebody comes in? Blah, blah, blah. Security. Like, I was just, I'm a woman. Like, I gotta be safe. So safety was very important to me. I was like, shoot, I don't want to be on the first floor. I don't need nobody breaking into my place. I don't want to be, so I didn't want to be on the first floor, but originally, I didn't want too much space. And then I didn't want, what else didn't I want? I don't know, what else didn't I want? I did not want to take out my own trash. I did not want to take out my own trash. Block 43 worked the number on me. Valet trash was how it was going to be because I ain't going to nobody dumpster. I ain't putting no trash in my car. No, it's too much. I'm not doing that. So I was like, yeah, I knew I wanted a walk-in closet. I wanted a lot of clothes. I needed a walk-in closet. And I wanted a bathroom with a tub because I like taking baths. I just like, chilling. So I wanted all of those were like my things. I was like, yeah, I'm fine with like a 1-bedroom, like not too much space because how am I gonna furnish that? And then I was like, I want, a bathroom, full bath, a nice tub so I can just lay back and relax and just be in my apartment and be happy. That's all I thought I needed. Oh, and a washer and dryer, obviously. Boy, was I wrong. So when it got down to like the nitty gritty and house hunting, I had to find apartments that were a decent distance from my apartment complex. Now where I'm living, they're broken up in different cities. I could have lived in like 4 or 5 different areas, not cities, but areas and cities. Areas and cities in order to work at my job. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, it was just like, what type of environment do I want to be in? Do I want to be in like nightlife? Do I want to be in the suburbs? Do I want to be next to a family? Like, do I want a house? Do I want an apartment? It was just a lot. So something that you do need to prepare for before you prepare for all that is your credit. Honey. Thank God for my mama, because I don't know what she was doing. Like, I don't know what she was doing to get my credit this good, but she did an outstanding job. Now, I know some of the things that she did because we started working on my credit with my first apartment. And that was my college apartment, I needed a cosigner and everything like that. I currently do not have a cosigner. Thank you, Jesus. Don't got one. So this is all me. It falls on me. I don't have, my mom on the back end waiting for me to mess up. You know what I'm saying? It's really like my responsibility. So with my first apartment, it was in my name and she was my co-signer. So that helped build my credit. And then phone bill is in my name. So that helped build my credit. And then I have a credit card and I use my credit card and I pay off my credit card. I don't spend money that I don't have unless it's an emergency. And something that I learned that I did for myself that I thought was really smart. I had a job. I used to work at Banana Republic. No longer work there. I used to work at Banana Republic, and that just was like what I was, using as my income. And I would get gas, groceries, me going out to eat, me doing all that. That's what that job basically paid for. And what I did with my credit card was gas and groceries went on my credit card. And the only reason I did that was because I'm gonna buy that regardless. I'm gonna have money for that regardless. So I need to pay that back forward when the end of the month comes up. So that way it's just showing that I'm reliable. I can pay back money and things like that. But those are just a couple tips on how to build your credit. Don't spend money that you do not have. That will ruin your credit. Just don't do it. Don't get too many cards. Like, I have a bank card as my credit card. Don't get the little store credit cards. Just, if you don't have to, don't do it. What else? Saving is so important when you plan on moving out. And when I say it's so important, I genuinely mean it. Especially if you want to move out by yourself without the help of your parents, you need to be saving all senior year. That's just the harsh reality of it. Like, if you're gonna move, you need, like, I feel like you would probably need around $5,000. Like, $5,000 would be the goal to save before you move out for moving, period. Because when I tell you that $5,000 is gonna be gone, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone quick. It's expensive. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, life is just expensive. And that goes back to the cost of living. Where you live depends on how much you're going to be paying for rent. Like, when I was in school, rent was like $600, and I was just renting a room, but I had my own bathroom, I had a walk-in closet, and I had my room, and I just shared the common areas. And that was like $500-$600. So when I was just in college, I was like, shoot, my apartment's gonna be like $800-$900. Y'all would be ashamed to hear what I pay. Ashamed, but it's not even like that bad. I feel like it's a general amount. I've talked to friends, and I be like, okay, you paying that much? Okay, you paying that much? Okay, I'm in the middle. Like, I'm in the middle, but that goes to where you live. So, like, yeah, that just goes to where you live. And it also goes to what you want. Because if you want to live in, like a small, a small apartment that you got the stackable washer and dryer and not that much closet space, small kitchen, small living, like, you want to live in a box, you might be able to get like a $700-$800 apartment. Where I live, because cost of living, you got to go where I live. I ain't find that. So, yes, I had very specific qualifications for my apartment, because what you're used to is what you are going to have. So it was like Block 43, I'm gonna keep saying it because I don't live there no more. Block 43 at school was like townhouse style, like nice kitchen, living room area. Like, it was just a great first apartment, like first ideal college apartment. So when I was looking at these new apartments and like they're trying to get you to pay $1,500, $1,200 for a kitchen that looks like it was built back in the 90s. No, I'm not paying that. Like, I'm just like, it was a, how do I say it? An eye-opening experience. That's what it was. It was a very eye-opening experience, and I knew, okay, regular apartment's not gonna work. I need a luxury apartment. And I qualified my apartment as a luxury apartment. And I was like, yep, I want the countertops, I want the appliances, I want the space, I want the pools and the amenities, the gyms, I want the valet trash, I want the everything. I want the walk-in closets, I want it all. So I had to compromise price, like what I'm willing to pay for what I want. Not everybody's like that, you know, and that's fine. But you have to list out your pros and cons, because for security, I was willing to give up valet trash. I was like, if I'm in a gated community, if there's security walking around, if there's cameras and I feel safe, because then again, you know, I'm moving out. Like, I need to be safe, okay? I need security systems and all types of, I just need that. Like, that's important for me not being around my family. So therefore I need it and I got it. So that's what I was happy about. So when you get that rent, you can't be surprised at how much it is. So speaking of rent, your first month is where that 5,000 goal that I told you about, you're gonna see that deteriorate all in 1 month. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how. Okay, so you have to pay first month's rent, which, depending on when you move in, could be the full amount, or you can get prorated rent. And prorated rent is basically when you move in. Okay, so let's say first of the month, you have to pay the full amount. If you move in the 7th, you get not a discounted rate, but you only pay for the days that you're going to be living there. So what I would suggest, because this is what I did, what I would suggest is you don't move in on the 1st. Because not only when you move in, not only do you have to pay rent, you have to pay a security deposit and any other fees that come along with your apartment complex. Now, usually security deposit fees can go between $200 to $500 or full month's rent. And this depends on your credit. So fix your credit before you move out. You gotta fix your credit. You gotta get it together. Then usually they also require, depending on the apartment, they also requires renter's insurance and liability. So this renter's insurance is nothing but like $15 a month. And usually it's like $100, because I had to get this with my college apartment as well. It's like $100,000 in liability and coverage, just for them to make sure that their stuff is covered. You can get it for yourself as well, but you know, that's just the extra fee that you're gonna have to pay. What else? And then just general moving fees. And then there's just general moving fees. And this could be the U-Haul, if you get a truck, a trailer, anything that's gonna lug your stuff from point A to point B. That's moving fees. Not cheap, you know. If you have to rent a car, like whatever it is that you need to do to get your stuff to your new place, you have to factor that in. If you're going from a long distance, you have to factor gas. If you're not the only people going, because my mom, I had a team behind me in this move. I had a team behind me. So they had to pay, you know, like, but as well as that, so let's say your rent is what, $1,200, and then your security deposit is like what, $300. Okay, that's already $1,500 plus moving fees. That could be like add a $200, so that's what, $1,700. You almost at $2,000. Yeah, you already at $2,000, and that's, oh, plus the real estate insurance. If you buy it in bulk, that's what, that's like $200. So $1,700, so $1,900. Basically, one more $100 away from $2,000, right? And then you need stuff, whether you're like me, who wanted a fully furnished apartment move-in day. versus people who get room by room. You know, it's up to you. Do what is best for you. I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. Thank you, Mom. She gave me half the stuff that's in this apartment. Because let me tell y'all something. It's lower on the list, but I'm gonna bring it to the top of the list, and that's the decor. Decor, decorating your apartment is expensive. If anybody would have told me how expensive furniture was, I would have respected it more my whole childhood. What? When I went furniture shopping, couch shopping, I was like, how much is that couch? How much is that couch? How much is that couch? What? All those times my mom was like, don't sleep on my couch. Do not sleep on my couch. You gotta dip my couch. I got young. I love sleeping on the couch. Love sleeping on the couch. I don't know. I love a big TV, a couch, popcorn, movies. I love falling asleep on the couch. If my mom would have been like, girl, you sitting on a $1,000 couch. You sitting on a $2,000 couch. You sitting on the however much the couch costs. I would not be sleeping on that couch. What? I would not be sleeping on that couch. God, like, and then if you plan on, I emptied out my room because after I got that wake up call, I emptied out my room. I was like, I'm taking the dresser, I'm taking the mirror, I took everything. My room is empty. They got a bare room at my house because of me, because I was not paying for a new bed. I was not paying for that. And this is my childhood stuff. Thank God it's in great condition. Like, I picked out some really good, well, my mama probably picked out that furniture. She did me right. She knew this was going to be the set that took me on to my future. Because my bed set, home, my vanity, my mirror, my mirrors that are just around my house, all for my room. Thank God for that. Because I could not afford, as a fresh out of college student, a whole new apartment. That's just unrealistic. And thank God my mom, she has a little boutique, so if you ever need anything, check her out. But all of we're a thrifting family. Thank God. So if you, thrift your furniture, thrift anything. I've thrifted lamps, I've thrifted mirrors, I've thrifted a whole bunch of stuff. And my room back in college was heavily thrifted and amazingly decorated. So keep that in mind when I do like, I guess, I'm thinking about doing a house tour. I'm not really sure if you guys want me to. Comment down below, like this video if you do want me to. Or I might give it to you anyway, who knows. A room tour, apartment tour, some type of tour. I'm gonna show y'all how I'm living. But I will be showing you guys that when it gets where it needs to be. But thrifting furnitures, the thrift stuff. I wouldn't thrift. Would I thrift a couch? I've never thrifted a couch. I don't know how I feel. But thrift, you know, stuff, mirrors, lamps, vases. I got some of the best vases from the thrift store. And I looked them up. A $5 vase, I looked it up online. I have one in my mind in particular that I looked up that is online, and it was $50 online, but I got it for $5. My plates and everything, thrift store, like thrift, okay? You can clean pretty much anything. Thrift. If you want a nice apartment on budget, thrift. What else would I say? Let's look at the, okay. Bills. Your apartment bill is not going to be the only bill you got to pay. Off jump. So we was already at $1,900, right? Okay, you have to cut your electricity on. That's what I didn't know. I did not know that. I've never called Duke Power or whoever you have set up an account. I gave out my social security number so many times. I felt like somebody could really steal my identity. Like, they check it. I was making big girl calls. I ain't never called that many people. Like, you have to call to get your electricity on, to ask what water company and everything that's going to be in, or if your apartment's going to allow you guys to do it and through them, and they'll just tell you how much you have to pay for that. Then you gotta Wi-Fi, like, hello, internet. School provided that, apartment provided that, parents have provided that. Now you gotta get your own. Okay, Wi-Fi. Are you gonna get cable? Are you gonna get, well, I don't think anybody would get like a home phone. That's like back in the day, but you could. It's up to you. But if you gonna get cable, if you gonna get Wi-Fi, you gotta pay that bill. If you gonna get, I did not do that. I don't watch TV enough to do that. Obviously I watch a lot of YouTube, but I was like, I need Wi-Fi and subscriptions. I got Netflix, I got Hulu, I got Disney Plus, I got all of those, or I share with my family. So either way, subscriptions are taking over. So I needed Wi-Fi. I knew I needed Wi-Fi. I needed my Wi-Fi to be installed when I moved in because I wasn't going a month with no Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi, easily $60, $70. Easily. Okay, so that brings us to 1995. No, 1950. 1960? Okay, 1960. And then, did I say $60? Okay, 1960. And then subscriptions, that can take you all the way up to, all the subscriptions that I have could take me all the way to that 2000. So you have 2000 basically moved in there. Yeah, and not every Wi-Fi service installs your Wi-Fi for free. If somebody's coming out here to install your Wi-Fi, that's a fee. Installation fees, yeah. Then keep in mind, like, we talked about decor. One of the biggest things for me was a couch. Couches are not cheap. So you could either, I know they have plans where you can buy it off credit, just put a down payment. That's what you guys could do. That would be the only thing that I was willing to use a credit card for. But make sure you pay it off as quick as possible. I know they have lease to buy options. I personally didn't do that. But if you have that $5,000, you're only at $2,000. So if you want to get you, a couch or some furniture, that'll bring you down to $3,000. That'll bring you up to $3,000, $4,000, depending on what type of, what's the, like, how much money you want to spend, like how nice you want your apartment to look. Like, do you want IKEA or do you want I don't know couch brands. Ashley Furniture, I don't know. Like, or do you want a custom couch? Because you can go that route too. Big dreams, you feel me? But that's something that you have to consider. So let's just say you had to buy your couch and now you're up to like $3,000 before you even move in. Then then it goes to, okay, do I want to live by myself or do I want to live with somebody else? Because that can cut your expenses in half. I wasn't going to live with nobody. I feel like if I was to live with somebody, it would be a crutch of me not moving out completely by myself, because it's not like I couldn't afford to live by myself. And I've lived with people my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never had a place that was just mine. And I can't say I've never felt comfortable being by myself, because I'm by myself pretty often. And I'm a homebody, so, like, you'll be by yourself, but you'll, like, sharing expenses would be like, oh, it's not just 100% on me. Groceries, that's an expense I forgot to add. Groceries. And when I say groceries, I mean the first move-in initial groceries. You're going to probably spend so much money that first time that you wouldn't believe it. I had to buy seasonings from scratch because I don't know about y'all, but I season my food good too. My food is good. It's seasoned, okay? So I needed all my seasonings. All of them. Then ketchup, mustard, mayo, all the little condiments that you don't think about but is always in the refrigerator at home. Yeah, you gotta buy those too. Then you gotta get the simple stuff, the eggs, the bacon, the milk, your juices, your snacks, your meats, canned goods. What else? Just to hold you over for, that a week or two. Frozen pizzas, like, cause we ain't trying to cook every day. The frozen dinners, your noodles, like, I probably spent like $200 at the grocery store that first time. And it was just like, what did I buy? And then you come to your apartment and your pantry empty because it's not even food. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. And then if you go to Walmart, you get tied in like me. And I'm like, oh, I need pots and pans. I need this, and this. Pots and pans are expensive. I don't know who didn't warn me. Shoot, that should have been a graduation gift. Thank God for my daddy though. I gotta go pick up my pots before the leasing office closed. But he brought me pots. So if you have like family and stuff and they're asking you like, ooh, what do you want? Stick pots, stick silverware, stick utensils, stick all that stuff on them. Stick all that stuff on them. Because I was getting cold, hard cash, and I can't tell you where I had that money went. Like, I had a great summer. Like, I had a great time off before this transition. So, keep that in mind. You have to buy utensils, you have to buy cups, spoons, all that stuff you need to buy. I took multiple TVs from my mama's house, so... Like, y'all, if I could explain how much stuff I took from my mama's house, y'all would not believe it. Like, y'all would just not believe it. Like, I just want to, because I'm basically done with this video, but I do want to give a special appreciation to my parents because they really helped me with this process. They really prepared me for this process, like, budgeting, getting my life together. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. And they definitely gave me guidance on like insurance, quotes, prorated rent, regular rent. Like all these tips that I'm giving you guys came from my parents. So shout out to them, the Reeds over there, hopefully watching this video because they'll never get this, same type of appreciation in person. Actually they would, but like they really helped me, and I just really want them to know that I appreciate them, and I know this wouldn't have happened without them, because y'all should have saw my daddy bringing up this bed up these stairs. Like, and then like I know this is just getting y'all some information on how much my parents have helped me. Like, I snatched the TV off the living room. Like, our TV was put up in the living room, and that's the current TV that's in my bedroom. Like, I took the lamps out the living room. Like, my parents' living room looks so sad right now. They getting all new stuff, but they gave it to me. And like, this futon thing I'm sitting on right now is my mama's. She gave it to me too. So, like, my mom, she showed out. Like, she showed out. And if you are doing this alone and not with a support system, I would just tell you to, like, you don't need everything at once. And this is where you have to give up the expectation versus reality type situation. Like, nobody had it all together when they first moved out. You're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna go through bumps in the road, and everything is not gonna go according to plan. But what you need to do is you just need to breathe through it and pray. Cause I was stressed. You can see it on my forehead, like right here. Cause this is how people know I'm irritated. Like, this thing, yeah. I was just nerve-wracking, packing, It's going to be a stressful process. You're going to get through it. You just have to breathe. Everything will be okay. Stuff happens, okay? And you have no control over it. You just got to submit the uncontrollables and keep it pushing, okay? Keep it pushing. And everything will work out in the end. And when you start work and you're saving and you know what you want your apartment to look like, this will become your place of peace and just serenity. And you have to work towards that every day. So don't be upset if it's not how you wanted initially, because it will get there. You just gotta be patient, work hard, and get it done. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's probably stupid long and I've just been talking my head off, and but I just wanted to give y'all some tips, tell y'all my experience, tell you guys about post-grad life. If you have any more questions about my life or y'all want to be nosy, let me know. I could do a Q&A or a real life update, like a personal life update. I don't know if I want to do that, but I'll think about it. If y'all give me some good questions, I'll think about it. But let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.